Hello, kids. Today, I am going to tell you a story about the ant and the snake. In a peaceful meadow, nestled beneath the tall grass, lived a tiny ant who was quick, smart, and always busy. The ant worked hard every day, gathering food and building tunnels for its colony. While its fellow ants were also hardworking, this particular ant often dreamed of bigger adventures beyond the meadow. One warm afternoon, as the ant was out collecting crumbs from a picnic that had been left behind, it heard a rustling sound from the bushes. The ant froze, its antennae twitching nervously. Out from the undergrowth slithered a long, shiny snake with scales that shimmered in the sun. "Well, well, what do we have here?" the snake hissed, eyeing the little ant. "A tiny ant, all alone. You must be so small and weak. What's an ant like you doing out here?" The ant stood tall, though its heart was racing. "I'm gathering food for my colony. We work together to survive, and I'm helping out." The snake slithered closer, its eyes gleaming. "Your colony must be so boring. You all just work, work, work. No fun, no excitement. You should come with me instead. I can show you the world. I can slither through the grass, glide over rivers, and explore places you've never seen. You'll never be stuck in the dirt again." The ant shook its head. "Thank you, but no. I love my colony, and I like being busy. There's a lot of work to do, and I'm proud of it." The snake laughed softly. "Suit yourself, little ant. But remember, there's a whole world out there. Don't let your small size fool you into thinking you don't deserve to see it." With that, the snake slithered away, leaving the ant standing there, a little confused but still determined. The ant went back to its work, though the snake's words stayed with it. Was it missing out on something? Was there more to life than just working hard? Later that day, while the ant was hauling a large crumb back to the colony, it heard a faint rustling again. This time, it wasn't from the bushes. It was coming from a hole in the ground just ahead. To the ant's surprise, it saw the snake stuck halfway in the hole, its long body twisted and caught. The snake was struggling, trying to pull itself out, but it couldn't move. The ant rushed over to the hole. "Are you okay?" it asked, though it was a little nervous. The snake had been nothing but boastful earlier. The snake hissed in frustration. "No, I'm stuck. I was exploring the meadow and I got caught in this hole. Help me, little ant. I need your strength." The ant thought for a moment. It wasn't sure it wanted to help the snake, but it also remembered how the snake had offered it an adventure. Maybe now was its chance to show kindness, even to someone who didn't always show kindness back. "Okay," the ant said. "I'll help. But first, you need to promise me something." The snake stopped struggling and looked at the ant, intrigued. "What's that?" "You need to promise to be kind to others, and not just think about yourself. You told me the world was exciting, but now you're stuck and need help. We all need each other sometimes, no matter how big or small." The snake thought for a moment, then nodded. "I promise. Help me, and I will be kinder from now on." The ant nodded back, then ran to get help. It quickly gathered several of its fellow ants, and together they dug around the hole, carefully making space for the snake to slide out. It wasn't easy, but the ants worked together, using their teamwork and strength to free the snake. Finally, with a last push, the snake wriggled free. "Thank you, little ant," the snake said, looking at the ant with respect. "You were right. I was wrong to think that being big and fast was the only way to explore the world. Your kindness has shown me that being part of something and Working together is just as important. The ant smiled. We may be small, but together we can do big things. From that day on, the snake kept its promise. It was kinder to the animals in the meadow, and never again looked down on those smaller than it. As for the ant, it realized that while there was a big world out there was nothing more important than working together and showing kindness to others. And so, the ant and the snake lived in peace, sharing the meadow and helping one another whenever needed. So kids, that's all for today. If you like our story, please press the bell icon. See you next time with another story.